Hi, my name is Barrister Ghulam Mustafa. I am a partner at Broadway Solicitors in London. Welcome to my channel, UK Visas, where we try to make your immigration easy. Today, topic that I've chosen to talk about is the financial requirements, UK spouse visa, family reunion, how the new law, which obviously was introduced and implemented on the 11th of April 2024, is going to affect you or maybe your loved ones. So we're going to talk about the requirements, what criteria you need to satisfy to bring or keep a spouse in the UK. So let's talk about the new immigration updates. The new immigration updates is that the government has increased the financial requirements, which was 18,600 since 9th July 2012. The government asked, the Home Office expected people to meet 18,600 as the minimum financial requirements to bring wives or husbands to the UK, or if somebody marries here, then and they want to switch to the spouse visa, this was the requirement, and that requirement was implemented on 9th of July 2012 up until the 10th of April 2024. Now, on the 11th of April 2024, the government brought in the new changes into the financial requirements, and now the new financial requirement is £29,000, which means the person needs to be earning about £29,000 in order to meet or satisfy the Home Office. Now, the new financial requirements, where people who have made an application on or after 11th of April 2024, they need to meet the financial requirement of £29,000, which means that is the income they're supposed to get in 1 year for working as an employee. There are other ways to meet the financial requirements, like self-employment route. There are some exemption routes, some exemption criteria is also available where people who are on certain benefits, they are not required to meet the financial threshold and they can still bring their spouse to the UK. There are situations where people, let's say somebody meets somebody, one person is British citizen and meet somebody or their loved one in the UK who is on a graduate leave to remain or maybe on a student leave to remain. Then, as long as let's say the student obviously is continuing his studies and working part-time 20 hours a week, his income or her income can also be considered as part of meeting the financial requirements. So one person could be, maybe a British citizen could be earning 20,000, and the student and their partner who's on student leave to remain in the UK could be earning maybe, let's say, £10,000 a year. That both of the income could be combined and we could meet the financial requirements in that way as well. Other than the financial requirements, there are some other mandatory requirements which you have to satisfy. So there is immigration status requirements. Immigration status requirement is where somebody who's let's say illegal in the UK or an overstayer, then that person will not satisfy the immigration status requirement. The person can make an application on a separate route and some other criteria they need to satisfy to make those sort of applications, but that's not topic for today. So that will be in some other videos. So I'll try to cover that because obviously that's a very complicated and complex immigration criteria which they have to satisfy. In terms of English language requirements, they need to meet an A1 English test. There are four UK approved companies in the UK and abroad. There are test centers, and the person can obviously book one of those tests and then can meet the English language requirements. So English language requirements are mandatory, financial requirements are mandatory, English immigration status requirements are mandatory, and then you have relationship requirements. Relationship requirements requires that the persons to be either the parties to be married. If they're not married, then the status requires that you have been living together as husband and wife in one house for more than 2 years. If you have questions about these issues, or if you're concerned how you can bring your wife or spouse to the UK, or you're not meeting the requirements for one reason, or you have a job but you are earning just below the threshold, and how you can still meet the requirements. As I said, there are some other ways to meet the financial threshold, and there are other ways to satisfy the Home Office that you can keep your wife in the UK and still meet the requirements. So for those personalized immigration advice, or to discuss your own personal situation in terms of your own financial requirements, or maybe you're worried about your immigration status requirements or something, or maybe English language or something else, please do get my details below. My contact details are there. You can book an online appointment with me. I do in-person appointments in the office in London. I do online appointments, Zoom or video call or WhatsApp video and audio appointments as well. So there's a wide variety of appointments available to get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to assist and obviously give you personalized advice. And then from there you can obviously do your application. Thank you very much.